This is Paul Catalina's Top 5 at 5:55.
Brought to you by Champion Salon and Barber. 2 locations in Waco, downtown, and in Woodway off Highway 84. I've been going there for 7-8 years now. Fantastic stuff. And you can get, look, they can get it, like, if you need, if you don't have a beard, if you, like me, now they shape my beard, but used to I would go in there and get a straight razor shave, which to me is one of the most relaxing things a man can do, is get a nice straight razor shave. They can do that for you, give great haircuts, and you know, the Champion, where you get the whole wash and hot towel and all that, is fantastic as well. So Champions Salon and Barber. Check them out online, Champion Salon and Barber. All right, top 5 things I am already tired of this college football season, Craig.
All right.
These are top 5 things I'm already tired of. Number 5, Heisman talk before the midway point. I get that there are people who are Heisman candidates, but we have played 3 games, people. 3 games. 3. Let's pump the brakes until after about 6 or 7.
Yeah, I don't know. I know there's certain things that the media does that's just kind of it's almost like busy work or something. But like this desire to crown a Heisman as early as possible, I don't know why it's such a fascination for people. I think it's probably them trying to create a race and create something to get some buzz about. But, like, if you were to poll the media right now, it's like Matt Corral and then nobody else, you know. And before the season, it was Spencer Rattler's to lose. So it's just silly, and they're hardly ever right about it, quite frankly. But, yeah, it's a little too early, especially in a year like this where it's not clear-cut. There's not like a Lamar Jackson, I guess, or Jameis Winston or something. It's very much up in the air.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, number 4, stupid infographics on Twitter by people trying to get follows. This drives me absolutely insane. I'm not going to mention this guy's name because I don't want him to get more followers. I wish he just put a picture of his genitalia on his account so Twitter would nuke him.
Is it an account that does like a quiz or like a thing like every day? There's some random poll that they research. Oh, yeah, I've needed him. Gotten rid of that one.
Trying to get follows, and people react to it. So, look, if you see an infographic on Twitter or one of these fancy things, and I'll give an example of best game day atmosphere in every state, and in Georgia they say Georgia Tech, that's BS.
Yeah,
it's not. It's not. It's just trying to get people from Georgia to say, no, that's not true, and they're trying to get follows, and they're trying to get people there. Or this is the same kind of people that say, the favorite burger chain in Texas is McDonald's. No, it's not. It never has been. It never will be. McDonald's, and I'm not trying to knock McDonald's. I'm just telling you that
it's just not true.
Yeah, Whataburger and Dairy Queen will be above everything for all time here in Texas.
Well, we live in this fun world now where everybody just doesn't care about what it's over. They just want the reaction. Yeah. And I freaking hate that so much.
Yeah. So, again, if you see best game day atmosphere in California is at, Cal State Fullerton.
And the person doesn't have a real name attached to it. Yes. And you have no idea where their information came from other than them just creating a list. Yeah. Then, probably not got a lot of weight to it.
Yeah. If the best Twitter follow from a place is not anybody you recognize, believe me, it's not a great list. Number 3, people trying to convince me that UCONN would be a good ad for the conference. That one, I've gotten that a lot. People have sent me that a lot. UCONN, UCONN should be a good ad. They should really think about UCONN. Why?
Well, I guess you do run in women's basketball circles, so maybe that's why UCONN is brought up. But for any football fan, we had somebody call up yesterday, and I'm not going to, bag on them for bringing them up, but they brought up UCONN, and just very simply said, they might not even have a program in a few years at this point. I mean, their football staff's getting completely remodeled, and we'll see what happens there. But, that is a dead-end football program right now. That was dead previously for a reason, quite frankly. So, no, they have no business. The only reason you would ever bring up Connecticut in the Big 12 is because ESPN's headquartered there, and that's not enough.
Yeah. Number 2, NIL deals for players who aren't that good. This one,
good for them.
But I, as a person, again, in this business, Craig, you and I and Smokey, we're in the business of marketing, and if I'm going to market something, I'm going to wait and know that somebody's going to be good. And
yeah, I mean, there's certain towns where there's connections in behind the scenes, or the person's just really well liked and beloved all over town or something, for all we know. But yeah, there's been a lot of meaningless for the general public NIL announcements. That's just like, oh really? Okay, who cares?
And look, if you're just going to give a guy a deal to get him there, and it's kind of, faux.
Is it like, I don't know what Barstool did exactly, but didn't they just like sign like 100 athletes, and there's like no details to it? It's just like, oh, you're one, and it's just like, oh, hey, I'm one, and then who cares? Like, I mean, what does it even mean? It doesn't mean anything, as far as I know.
Give me somebody that's good. Look, I want, I
want like freaking Trevor Lawrence on, and I know that's just the name that came to my head, but
I want Rattler.
I want Matt Corral on a Gatorade commercial. Like that's the stuff that makes sense. But like the random golfer who's doing like Instagram posts for the local honey manufacturer, like I don't care. I don't care, and it's not going to make me buy anything.
Yeah. And number one, Urban Meyer to USC talk. I get it that's not going to go well with Jacksonville. I doubt that Jacksonville's going to fire him after a year unless it's just so terribly toxic in that place that they can't go forward. The cons aren't going to make a move like Urban Meyer, and then unless again it's just a complete train wreck, going to get rid of him. They knew they were going to be bad. I mean, they weren't sitting in the office going, well, he's the missing piece. When you have the number one pick in the draft, you don't go from number one pick in the draft to good all of a sudden. It just does not happen in the NFL. And also, college football doesn't need Urban Meyer anymore. It's good to be rid of him. Let's just keep it that way. College football does not need Urban Meyer anymore. Let's keep him out of college football, and that's that. Smokey had to move his car. In case anybody's wondering, Smokey had to move his car.
Yeah. That's why I was trying to hurry him in the last break, because I had a guy twice come up to me saying, hey, we need to move the car. So that's what we were rushing to get to a break.
Yeah.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, he made it. Oh, look good. Right here at the end.
Well, I mean, tell you what. Hey, by the way, they're bringing, like, Cajun food up here at some point.
Nice.
So we've already eaten, so we can't have any of it, but... Yeah, and I was blocking an ambulance. Imagine that. Well, they asked me to park there, but we're good. We're good. I know it's late. All right.
Oh, Smoke. Only you.
Tomorrow, 12:30?
Yes, 12:30 pregame.
Pregame Iowa State Baylor. Can't wait to be that. Also,